Concussion. Noun. Injury to the brain or spinal cord due to jarring from a fall or getting hit in the head. The human brain does not fully develop until you are 25 years old. Until you are 25, getting hit in the head can cause severe damage to the developing brain. Kids playing tackle football can be at risk for this injury because it involves tackling and physical contact with other players. By the end of this speech, I hope I can persuade you to realize that kids under the age of 13 should be required to play flag football instead of tackle football due to their risk of a concussion. Today, we will cover 3 main points: facts of what can happen during a concussion to a smaller child, different parts to a helmet, and what happens to the brain when a small child gets a concussion. A concussion can be very severe for a young child. Concussions can include problems with concentration, memory, balance, and coordination. When you get your first concussion, it puts you at greater risk for getting a second one. If you happen to get a second concussion, it can result in almost permanent brain damage. According to FamilyDoctor.org, written on May 22, 2019, concussions can cause a child to be out of school for a couple of days, depending on the severity of a concussion. As you may already be able to tell, keeping a child out of school can cause them to fall behind on their work and fall behind in their studies. According to Walt Bouteau, writing an article for WRPI.com on November 12, 2019, coaches have been trained to do a concussion testing on the sidelines in case there is ever a doubt of a child having a concussion. Playing football can give you other injuries as well, but the severity of an injury while playing tackle football is much greater. Next, we will be talking about different types of helmets and how they protect you. A football helmet can consist of 3 to 4 parts. The most common football helmet consists of 2 layers of padding, a face mask, and the outer shell. According to Winpack.com, all layers of a helmet are designed to reduce the shock being received on the head when being hit. A football helmet must be replaced every 2 to 10 years to ensure the most protection for the player. Even the smallest crack or misplacement of a pad inside the helmet, or even just a speck of dirt on the outside, can put a player in danger of getting a concussion. According to SportsDecals.com, even a wrong layer of paint can cause a player to be at risk for a concussion. To ensure that a player will be safe from their helmet use and a concussion, it is recommended to replace the helmets about every 2 years. This will make sure that the helmet is safe and up to date for the players. Next, concussions can cause deep bruising in the brain. When a child's brain is developing, the brain develops neurons, and the neurons get spread throughout the brain when the brain is hit. According to ParentingForBrain.com, a child's brain is constantly changing until about 25 years of age. A concussion can interrupt the brain's changing of shapes and sizes because of the amount of force being put on the brain. The neurons can also spread to different areas of the brain, even when they are not supposed to be. This can cause setbacks in the developing of a child's brain. In conclusion, concussions can be very harmful to the brain, but they can almost be prevented with the right training and a good helmet. Today, we talked about what could happen if a child gets a concussion, the different types of helmets and how they protect you, and what happens to the brain when a child gets a concussion. To prevent children from getting concussions, parents should push for flag football instead of tackle football to children under the age of 13.